educators, from the tip top to the ones who are related to you, you know who I'm talking about, to the bottom feeders like Gerald Palmer.
I know who she's talking about. She's talking about me. I had one question to ask you, Miss Tiffany. Why would why would you think that anything I've ever said is to destroy my son? You know, people are starting to ask, why do people hate Dr. Umar so much? And I'm going to give you an explanation as to why it appears that they do. I don't. What I want is the best out of my son and the excellence that I know he can be. The first thing is, I believe, is because he brought it up recently about him in a stripper situation. I think people felt that he had no reason to lie when he said that he was celibate and it came out that he was involved with a woman. Secondly, I think when he took up the mantle of the school and didn't let everybody know that he would not be transparent in the funds so that people could be comfortable where their money was going. Thirdly, I think that the attack that he made on Sarah City some time ago shocked people, that he would present himself in such a unprofessional and disgusting demeanor. And I spoke out against that because I was truly shocked, as were people who know my son, and believe me, known him a lot longer than you do. And they're still baffled by that and things that have transpired since then. Lastly, and there are things in between, but I'll just say lastly, I think his outright aggressive proclamation that he was going to not only get names and addresses and phone numbers of people that didn't agree with him and that he said was shutting him down on his venues, which I disagree, that people should not be trying to shut him down, because the reality is that if he is, the information he's giving can be proven or disproven. So he doesn't have to be shut down for that. Now, the way he exemplifies himself, the way he presents himself may be questionable. And as a result of that, people can question that. But the people who pay to see him for the information that he's given, so be it. The problem is when him being someone who's giving information then uses those same people in some way to make them become adversaries to those who either don't agree with the way that he presents himself or maybe even some of the information. I think that is very detrimental to not only him, but to his cause. I don't really remember you commenting to me in the past, but if you have, it didn't stand out. But if you want to, I would ask that you give me a way in which I can reply to you less publicly. But understand and make no doubt about it, a lot of people truly honor my son and what he says and does. But don't ever, ever be so blinded by the information that you don't add in the fact that he says that he's a leader of some type, which means that everything he does is being scrutinized. So when he goes to what I'm starting to see as an alter personality, you know, with the goon and the aggressiveness and the profanity and the disrespect and all that, and then returns back to this mild-mannered scholar, and you being a mental health professional, I think that's something that could probably take a little bit of discernment on your part. It's not taking away anything that I'm saying about my love for my son or his efforts in trying to help children. I'm talking about the way in which he presents himself, and that being one of the catalysts that cause people to feel like they do.